Oh, hey, happy Friday. You know, it's funny because I've heard this expression about like the weekdays and the weekend, and we work all week and we look super excited for the weekend. A little bit of wordplay. We're so weakened by the weekend from the work week. I'm not. I think I get my extra energy over the weekend. I get amped up and I'm like raring to go. I don't slow down. I don't. I'm just getting ready right now to head for a drive to the country to go see my new friend that I'm seeing, and I'm felt like doing a card. I felt like doing a card because I felt like no, I I made such a huge change in my life, and it's kind of funny because I know some people will be like, some people will think, wow, you moved really fast. Some people have even actually said that to me, that, yeah, you moved fast. But see, in time, like really, there is no such thing as time, for one. Time is an illusion, time is just nothing. And, you know, really, when you go through something, so I went through it and I went through the emotions, I went through the feelings, I cried, I did my, I'm such a mess, like I did all that. But then it was like things happen sometimes, and just because you're going through something and you're feeling like crazy emotions through it, you can still change. You can really change, and it's up to the person themselves though if they want to change. I don't like feeling sad and crying and all that garbage. I don't like it whatsoever. I mean, who does, right? Like, who really does? It ain't a nice feeling. So, anyhow, having said that, like, I processed all the emotions that I needed to deal with after Andrew and I split up, and I was okay with things. Like, sure, it hurt. It's funny because for the first 2 weeks after we broke up, I was actually happier than I was for the whole 3 years. It was actually weird. My boss even said, he's like, you're happier. What's going on? And I was like, I don't really know, but I felt it. But then after 2 weeks, I kind of was like, okay, I was missing the communication, I guess. There wasn't even much of it. Like, it was all just messages most times. So, there wasn't really a whole lot in the relationship from the beginning, anyways. So it's not very hard to move on from something like that when you're not really, it wasn't as serious, I guess, as you would think it would have been for after being 3 years. But then something happened, and a longtime friend, had started to speak to me and asked me a question that he's asked me for the past 11 years. A couple of years, 10 years, maybe 7 years, 11 years. I'm pretty sure it was 11 years though, if I would go away. And every time he'd ask me would I go away, I'd be like, I can't go away. I can't go away. And then I was always thinking, like, you're a little far from me too. Like, you're a 2 hour drive. So, it was just kind of a weird, it was just weird. So, like, I never ever thought of anything from it. And then it was funny because I was at my daughter's house, and one day we were just sitting there, and she just randomly said, you know, you should give Cliff a try. And I was actually very surprised that this was coming from my daughter, because I was just like, okay. But she, your kids look out for you. Your kids, even though you might not think that they do, your kids love you, and your kids want what's best for you. And sometimes your kids can see a better, bigger picture than what you actually can. And I think this was kind of the case, maybe, because she had noticed that he was always, for a very long time, always there, liking the things that I'd share and stuff. And I mean, I know social media is not everything. Okay, trust me, believe me on that, because real life is exactly where it's at. But when you're less far away from somebody, that's the only communication you have. So he was always making himself like present on there, and even more so than people that I've dated when I've dated them. You know, it's kind of weird. Like, why are you so like hiding from my social media? But whatever, it doesn't matter. So she said that. And then that day, it's funny because I was there and I was like hanging out with the grandkids and, you know, snapping pictures. And then I posted a picture with the boys and I. And I got home and I had an inbox message. And my inbox message said, "My goodness, you're so beautiful." And I was just like, okay, this is very random. This is random. And I even said, "This is very random." And he was like, "Well, you know, seeing you with your grandsons, just seeing how happy they make you, like, you're absolutely beautiful." And I liked that. That was nice because I'm very happy when I'm with my grandsons, extremely happy. And I'm glad that shines through, and I'm glad that it shows that I love them as much as I do. So then a joke was made, and, well, maybe, it might not have been, probably wasn't a joke, but said, "Well, I guess you can come away with me now." And I was like, well, yeah, I guess I kind of could, because I could. And then we just continued to talk. And we get along very well. And actually, within just a few weeks, I had felt a much more connection than with him. I felt a much more connection with him than I did with the other one for 3 years. And that time means nothing. Literally, time means nothing. It is all about the connection. It is all about the divine timing. That's the only thing I can say to explain this is divine timing, 100%. Because I never felt such a connection. Like, we laugh. I laugh when I'm talking to him. He calls me. We talk on the phone for 3 hours at a time. And what the heck? I hadn't talked on the phone since 1999. So probably long time ago. So I went with it, and I'm going with it. And I lost a friend because of it, and that kind of sucks. But at the same time, like, our happiness is why we're here. We are here to follow the path to happiness and joy and live on that and live in happiness and joy. And if you're not living in that, then you're not living. You're not. You really aren't. And that's the sad part about it all. Because people often don't even care about their happiness. I think, maybe, I don't know. Happiness to me is a choice. You can either take something and you can be happy about it, or you can feel like shit about it. It's up to you to make the shift. And it's up to you to make things matter. The good things matter. You can focus on negative stuff all you want, but that's only going to draw more negative into you. And in this kind of world, who wants that? This card says, trust your path. And we really literally just have to do just that. And this is already 8 minutes. I'm sorry. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And you have to believe that you're supported all the time, because you really are. We really are. We have so many guidances and stuff helping us, but we just don't see it. We don't see it. And sometimes we don't even think that that's what that is. But you're being spoke to all the time. You're being led. There were so many synchronicities between Cliff and I that I was just like, you know what? I'd be foolish to ignore this. And I like where my path is going right now. So, the universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail that lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they are waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. If you take one baby step each day, within a year, you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to do that. Before you know it, in just a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed. Keep moving. Open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you are planning, But if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could have possibly imagined. Don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your let your soul lead the way. If you knew you could be supported no matter what would you do? And that's a serious question that you should ask yourself that today. What would I do if I knew I was supported? And then, you know what, really, like literally ask the universe, ask God, what do I need to do? What can I do? You know, if you just trust and go with it, and don't go with the idea that you have in your mind, because that's just something that your mind created. You have to follow the heart, the soul. Do what makes you excited. If you're not excited about it, then it's probably not the right thing for you. You need to feel the excitement. You need to feel the joy. You need to feel that spark that just says, yes, this is it. So, honestly, follow the synchronicities. Follow the little nudges that are there. Follow the signs, because they are there. You just need to look for them. You just need to look for them. Numbers, feathers, stuff like that. Just like, I don't know. Never mind. Feathers, numbers. I think that those are little signs, but 11:11 was a big one for me. But anyway, have a super day. I'll see you all again another day. Y'all know that. I got mad love for all y'all. Have fun.